New York housing market is the worst fucking thing on earth, and you know what makes it even more terrible? It's the internet, of course. We're going to finally make some people pay that have made me lose money over the past few weeks. Let's go bully the internet. This is Pod Awful.
Awful sucks.
When you're stuck in the rut and you wanna die, Pod Awful makes that worse. You're covered with leaves, they won't let you fly. Pod Awful quench your thirst.
You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
Hell yeah, David back in the house. Welcome everybody, Pod Awful. I'm your host, Jesse P.S. You can friend me on Facebook, sort of.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
All right, usually this is the part of the show where I say you can friend me on Facebook at facebook.com/JessePS.
You can
Go
add.
ahead.
You can add David Ray Martinez
Go
on
ahead.
Facebook.
Wow, you're
Add-
actually letting people?
Yeah, you can add me on Facebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Ray Martinez, my
add me on
co-host.
Facebook. David Ray Martinez. Just send me a note saying you're a watcher of the show.
David
if
is...
you can type that. If you say, "Hey, I watch Pod Awful. I love you guys," I will allow you.
All right, see, that
in
makes
there.
sense. Finally, you're being
All
a
right.
reasonable man, David. See, typically, David is our co-host. He hasn't been here, so often lately. So welcome back, David. Usually, he doesn't let the fans friend him on
Yeah.
anything. He doesn't even want them following him on his...
Instagram is open.
You're
now.
fine with Instagram.
Instagram is open now, so you can follow me on Instagram at David Ray REY.
Guys, I
Martinez.
recommend don't. I say send them those friend requests on Facebook. Now, here's the part where I usually say friend me at Jesse PS on Facebook, facebook.com/JessePS. Go ahead and send that friend request anyway. But right now I'm banned. I do have... Here's the thing, David. I don't think you know this. I got banned on Facebook. Not only did I get a 30-day ban, I also got another 30-day ban, and then a 7-day ban, and then DJ Khaled came in and went, another one. And yesterday I got my account back. They deleted the account. Today, after one day of having the account back, but still being banned from posting on it, I got another 30-day ban. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
You
I'm
are-
Facebook's bad boy. So currently, of course, I have a million alternate accounts.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously,
So Jesse Smith.
Jesse Smith is the fake name I use. You can friend me on the Jesse Smith account. The link is facebook.com/Mark Zuckerberg's Asian Dildo 2. The number 2. Mark Zuckerberg's Asian Dildo and the number 2. Friend me there. And you should do that anyway, because literally this could happen at any moment all the time with Facebook. So I like to communicate to the fans through Facebook. Facebook is our preferred method of communication here through Pod Awful because it's the perfect place for trolling. So I want to say this. For our Monday morning podcast listening people, our YouTube people later, welcome. We might have some new fans, some new friends, some new folks from Madcast Media. As it was announced today, we're doing this live on Sunday, but today for the podcast listeners, we're joining Madcast Media Podcast Network. So it's official. It's been long speculated by the fans.
Tissue.
Hell yeah. It's been long speculated by the fans, but it's official. For our listeners, I'm on The Best Debate in the Universe, the main podcast of Maddox, the guy behind Madcast Media. So you can go check out Monday's episode of The Best Debate in the Universe. It's one of the top, podcasts on iTunes, I'm sure. Go check it out. And I will be on that episode. We're talking all about the big rape debate here in the New York comedy scene right now. I'm sure, David,
God.
you and I haven't really spoken about it, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know about it until Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I take a characters class at UCB.
Characters welcome.
Yeah, characters 101. And a couple of females were making jokes about like one girl.
Oh, you can never make jokes about rape.
No, it was we were doing. She was a body pillow, which was really funny. You know, we're doing.
I think of them all as that.
It has inanimate objects, and so
My waifu.
So one part she was punching. She's like, "Oh, the way you're punching me, it's okay. I'm not fluffy yet, or whatever." And it was hilarious because of her animated voice and everything. It was just really funny. And then she's like, "Yeah, I don't know about doing the punching, and then I don't know about, abuse." And then I said something with harassment just off of like improving, trying to get my scene or whatever better. And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know about that." And I was like, she just seemed extra like, don't talk about these things right now. So I should be right.
Oh, because it's a sensitive topic.
And then she was like, especially right now. And I was like, what is she talking
for those
about?
who don't know, this whole issue surrounds the UCB Theater, which is where you're talking about with the class. So this is a very sensitive topic right now.
Yeah, so I didn't know.
You had no clue.
Because, I don't really read Facebook.
Right,
it's there.
Look, people know it, and if not, you go listen to Best Debate in the Universe. The whole episode is about that. Hear all my opinions on rape. I think at the end of this episode, I'm gonna have a little addendum for you Madcast people, for you Best Debate people, for you Maddox people. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it at the end of this show, but that's not what tonight's show is mainly about. So I'm gonna say welcome to the new people. Thank you very much. And here's the deal. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time over at podawful.tv, so you can watch our podcast live. There's a video stream. There's a chat room that we call the Chaz Room, and we've got a phone line, so you can also call into the show. Guys, feel free to call in anytime, 480-38awful, Skype name podawful, 480-38awful, Skype name podawful, and call in whenever you like. Yes. So the new people out there, just so you know,
welcome to the dark side.
Just so if you're wondering, like, what is this show all about? What's the point? Look, I've been doing this shit for 7 years. It ain't about much, but give it 2 or 3 episodes, and you're going to get it. You're not gonna get all the inside jokes. Look, we have years worth of inside jokes. Don't let that deter you. Give it a minute. Just feel the vibe of it, man. If I had to give you something, I'm about disrespecting emotions and authority and bullying others and shaming them. We're all about making people pay.
Bullying the internet.
Bullying the internet, yeah.
Yes.
But that's others. Everyone's on the internet, right?
Yeah, very true.
True. So we're here to bully the internet. The internet needs bullying. Mm-hmm. And I think we're its saviors for that reason. Let's check in with that chat room real quick, David, and see what they're saying. About the news about joining. Angie and Caleb say, "Hell yeah, Jesse."
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Canada.
The real Chewbacca says, "No way." He's saying that because he kind of knew this whole time. Fuck yeah, time to start fighting the repressive network rules, Tile Mason says. So we're already going to be fighting our network overlords. Fuck you, Maddox.
Yes.
Tell him I said that. Listeners, go to Maddox's show. He's got a voicemail box and everything. Tell him I said I hate him. I said, go fuck yourself. I'm leaving the network.
Tell Emperor Palpatine.
I also, in the podcast I did with it, we recorded it yesterday. It'll be released tomorrow. But in the podcast I recorded with him at the very beginning, I also told all of our old fans to go fuck themselves. We don't need them anymore. Not true, guys. That was a joke. Stick around, all right? Anyway, 2 or 3 episodes. You'll get it. Give it a minute. We're on YouTube. We're on iTunes. We're a podcast. We're video. We're everything. Mm-hmm. Give it a minute. You'll get it. You'll fall in love with us. You'll be great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Jesse. That's David. You get it. Now, David, you know this. I've been trying to get a new apartment, a new studio for the show. I'm obsessed with this idea of having more space and doing more things for the show. I want to be bigger and better. Obviously, we're fucking getting bigger and better already because we're joining networks and things. We're the first podcast to join Madcast Media. So
I think that's probably all he needs. But I mean, that's just my
just
personal,
us and him.
Yeah, that's all. I think that's enough.
It was a great episode we recorded yesterday. Yeah. I think it might be the funniest episode he's ever done.
I might try to listen.
Now, I might be biased.
I might try to listen because I don't even listen to.
Yeah, you don't. You have no idea. You don't know what goes on Pod Awful. So
I try my best, motherfucker.
We do 3 shows a week. David's here for 1, and I'm not sure how much he's even here for that. So here's the deal. I've been trying to find a new apartment, a new
Yeah.
studio. We're in Brooklyn, in case you don't know. We're live out of the BK, the Boogie Down Brooklyn. Is that what they call it, David? I'm not
No,
from here.
No.
Okay.
BK all day.
BK all day,
This is flat-
Bed-Stuy, do or die.
Yeah, Flatbush.
We're not in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, Flatbush. I don't know what
Although
to
that's
say
probably
about
where I'm going to
Flatbush.
end up as far as what I can afford. But
I'm telling you to come to the Bronx.
the
Anyway,
Bronx,
I could get you. We're gonna talk about that
I'm
because
never going to the Bronx.
First
David.
off, I'm getting into real estate, guys. So please.
Yeah, David's actually becoming my enemy
Yes.
here because tonight's show,
Sorry, buddy.
what I want to talk about is the fact that all of the people, all these realtor people, all the people that deal with trying to find me an apartment here are goddamn vultures, and I want them to fucking die. And we're going to make them pay tonight. The guy that I just put money down to try to get a new apartment, and it was just $500 deposit and a $75 application fee. I believe these guys are literally in it. They're fucking gross little scavengers who are in it for $75, and they'll tell you any lie you need for that measly sum. Now, that's a measly sum to them, but to me, a guy who literally, this is my job, and they don't pay well, this is my job, that $75 is everything to me.
Question: So was a $75 a check or money order?
Straight cash, brother.
Oh,
Handed him cold, hard cash
Oh,
for
you
this
crazy!
shit.
I wouldn't.
Well,
do
I got
that.
a receipt. I got a receipt.
I got a receipt.
I've got a
That
receipt.
protects me.
I mean, it protects me as much as fucking a check does or whatever.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, because if it's a check, you can call your bank and say that he stole it or
Okay.
like he.
And then what? He's
like
already
he-
cashed it. What
no,
do you
but
think
his
they're gonna do?
they reimburse it. Like his
Yeah,
services
I don't
weren't.
think my bank's going to do that. I don't know if you know my bank.
I don't know.
I go to the bank of McDonald's.
Oh, okay, so I guess not.
That's not true. So
But anyway,
this guy, I'm looking at this apartment. I really thought I was going to get this one. Because you know this, we talked about it on the show before, but I saw a place before. It didn't work out. This one I thought I could get, and it would have been so dope for the studio. It would have been so good for the studio. And it was everything I need. Now, everything I've been looking at 4-bedroom places. And specifically, I'm looking at places with basements, duplexes with basements, so that we can put the studio in the basement. I think a basement would be a good spot for what we do, sound-wise and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, you can soundproof the ceiling also. make it-
Exactly.
yeah.
This motherfucker, Jonathan is his name. He takes me out. So we're in Bushwick. Now, if you don't know anything about New York City, don't worry. Sit back. I'm going to explain it to you. It's one of the most expensive places to live in America. I think it's behind San Francisco, and that's it. And David, you know this, the housing market here, I mean, trying to get an apartment here or get anywhere to live here is a nightmare.
Yeah, totally is.
And everyone who isn't rich is being priced out.
yeah,
Totally. That's everywhere.
yeah, and it's one of those things where everyone is like, "Oh, you're not going to pay $2,800. Someone else is."
Someone else will do it because
Yeah.
it's New York and it's
And,
overpopulated.
and people are paying for their kids from coming out of state, and it's not a big deal. It's like, oh, okay,
right.
I'll pay for my kid to go
Mommy
there.
and daddy money.
Yeah, so
Some of us don't got mommy and daddy money.
some of us don't have daddies.
Oh boy, David.
I'm teasing.
Wow.
I have a
Way
dad.
too.
He's alive. I'm teasing.
Oh, that
guys.
explains why you're so well adjusted.
Yes. Oh,
Anyway, so this Jonathan motherfucker, I'm in this place. He tells me the landlord, he loves what you want to do with the place because I told him about the studio thing. He wants to meet you, which is unusual. The landlord usually uses these people specifically to avoid meeting people. And
it depends because landlords landlords probably will have to deal with you unless this real estate company is managing this location.
well, I don't know.
But yeah,
I have no idea,
I'm
but,
letting you know the ins.
I mean, I basically get it. Now here's the place. I'll show you the place. This is that's actually the basement that I was talking about. So that's where we would put the studio
That's
and
where the magic
everything.
would happen.
And by the way, take special note of how terrible this is going to look to any of you who don't live in a city.
Yep.
To me, this looks palatial.
Yeah. To
You know?
you're just like, oh, that's like.
To you, you're horrified right now.
because that's like your walk-in closet. You're like, oh my god, it's so small.
Yeah. And by the way, this is Oh, god damn it. All right, so there's the other side of it. You know, I'm not going to show you all the pictures, but that's the where the studio would be. And then it's 3 bedrooms upstairs and blah blah blah. So, you want to know the real kicker? You want to know what's really going to make the people who aren't used to New York rage over this is the price.
That's a mortgage fee right there.
You're looking at that price? You checking that out? That's $2,799 a month.
No fee.
No fee, right? It does say no fee, doesn't it? Well, they don't mean the application fee, I guess, when they say that.
So
they
then-
mean broker fee.
Oh, so it's free. So like you pay your first, last, and whatever.
This application fee thing is a scam, and that's my whole point. Every part of trying to find a place in New York, and I don't know about other places. Maybe it's just as bad in other places. I can't imagine it is, because at the very least you get more for your money in other places. But every step of the way in New York, it's a scam. Every single step of the way, it's a scam. And I mean, for starters, this is not a 4-bedroom apartment. So when I type in 4 bedrooms, this place should have never come up. Now, I would have made it work. I'm fine with it. But why is this in my search?
Yeah, because that's a basement. So
That's
it's
a basement.
Just like a hangout area.
And in New York, it's illegal
To rent
to
your
rent that as a room. A room has to have a window that is full sized. It has to be from the midway of the wall up. It has to be that amount of window. And this basement doesn't have that. It has one tiny window all the way in the back, and it's like a tiny little rectangle. You might get some daylight, but what you'll probably get is a rat.
You don't like rats.
No, I'm not a fan. Weirdly enough, not a fan.
With
I know
with
everyone.
Hair, I would have thought you liked the rat king or
Well,
something.
thanks. Thanks, David,
I'm sorry.
for saying that my hair makes me a rat king.
It just, I don't know.
You look like a fucking Donatello Ninja Turtle, so you want me to be your Master Splinter?
No, thank
You should have listened to last week's episode. We did some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle foot fetish shit. And now that I said the stuff I just said out loud, that sounds real gross.
Yes, it does. That's
So, anyway, every step of the way, it's a fucking scam. No fee. You're right. These application fees are a scam. And I know what people out there are thinking. That's to run the credit. I know. But we just looked that up. Right before the show, David and I were talking about this. We're like, well, it must cost some money. Guess what? No, you can run people's credit if you're a landlord.
Yep.
If you're a landlord through, what was it, Experian?
Yeah.
Through Experian,
For
you
free.
you can run it for free if you're a landlord, which means this is straight profit for these people. This guy's running all around. He's driving all around to talk to me. We're texting, every hour. We're sending emails back and forth. All of that for $75. 75 fucking bucks. He does all of that, and he tells me that I'm going to get this place. Now, here's the problem. Here's why it's such a big scam for me. I, admittedly, am not the perfect candidate for any place as a tenant, especially in New York City where the rules are so goddamn strict on this stuff. Now, number one, I don't have credit. Not bad credit, no credit, which is better than bad credit, but people don't think in these terms because people are fucking retarded. I have no credit, which looks bad to these guys. Now, I believe, sorry, I know this is going to sound crazy. I believe people should have privacy and the credit should be none of their goddamn business. Weird, I know, right? I believe they shouldn't be looking into my bank account, my credit history, and my tax returns and seeing what all of that is. I know what you're thinking. How will they know if you can pay? Oh, I don't know. You tell them you've got a job and you show them money. You hold money in front of them. Because you could lie about any of those things.
No, totally. But what I have an issue with is like you can just have a break and be like, I don't feel like paying anymore. Like you could have plenty of money in the bank and just be like, I don't feel like paying.
Yeah, you could be a millionaire and go, well, yeah, I'm not going to pay you.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And here in New York with your squatter's rights, you'll live there for at least a few more months before they do anything about it. So there is no protection for landlords. Dave and I were discussing this, and you brought up squatters' rights.
Yeah.
And I said, the funny thing is, and I never thought of it this way before, the funny thing is, think of the wording of that. Squatters' rights. It's your right to do it. It's not a good thing. I'm not saying you should squat. I'm saying there are reasons for those rights. And the landlord is attempting to protect themselves not only from you being able to exercise your right, but also from undesirable tenants.
Yeah.
And when I say undesirable
It's
tenants,
whatever they think about.
it's whatever they think. And that doesn't necessarily mean just because I don't have no credit. That could mean David because he's a black guy.
Yeah. It could mean Jessica. He got long hair and look like he's
Yeah, I
gonna,
look like I'm the fucking rat king.
he looks like he's gonna like leave pizza boxes and shit like
No,
that.
that's you, Donatello, over there.
No, Master Splinter eats pizza too.
No, he
motherfucker.
doesn't. Master
Yes,
Splinter never ate a pizza.
He's a mother. You never heard of the pizza rat?
The pizza rat was a different rat.
That was the same.
You know who
rat.
finds pizza rat cute?
Who?
Non-New Yorkers.
Yeah, we were just like, that's some nasty
That's
shit.
some nasty shit. Yeah, we've all seen it in
Yeah,
our homes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never had. Well, that's a lie.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
That's a lie.
Exactly.
I had, not where I live now.
All right, let's stick with it. So
But yeah.
I don't have credit, and but what I had is money. I had enough money. So what I did is when I contact these people, the first thing I say, number one thing I say is, okay, I don't have credit, but what I want to know is, will the landlord accept 4 months rent up front, which is unusual. Most places take 1 month and security, meaning you'll get that money back at the end. I'm offering to give them 4 months money that I will never see back up front in place of not having credit. And they always say yes to this shit, but they're lying because the 2 days ago when Jonathan David, that's right, full name, you're a public man, you're on the websites here. When Jonathan David came back to me telling me it's going to be a no after telling me the landlord wants to meet, he loves you, this is going to be great, this is all going to work out, it's fine,
And
it's
if-
fine. Hey, if you didn't have the same job on your tax return last year, you've got this year, it's not going to affect anything. Don't worry about it. No, you don't need a guarantor. That's the other thing I tell them up front is there's no chance of a guarantor here. I've got money for you instead. Here's money. Here it is. See this money? And they always say yes to that shit. But what did he claim was the problem the other day? David, I'll let you guess. What do you think after I tell him I don't have credit and I don't have guarantors? What do you think the problem? Why do you think I was denied?
You didn't have any roommates?
No, I didn't have any credit.
So he told you the same shit you told
So
him?
it's the thing I told him at the top. So why did you make me spend $75?
Oh, well, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the fee for himself.
The fee is he stole my money. We got ripped off. And on Pod Awful, new people, on Pod Awful, when we get ripped off by somebody,
You make that motherfucker pay.
we make that motherfucker pay.
You better.
Effects. Maddox was very impressed that I have effects. Don't tell him I said that, okay? All right, so this is what this motherfucker says to me. This is the most audacious shit I've ever heard. If this doesn't knock you on your ass, you're not understanding the premise here. I haven't described everything well enough for you, okay? So let me know. This guy, I say any word from landlord, he says no, not yet. I say okay. Then he contacts me an hour or so later. He says absolutely no chance for a guarantor. I've told this motherfucker 3 times. No chance for a guarantor. I said, I've got nobody. Listen to this. This is the line. He says, it can be anyone with credit. They're not on the hook for much. Can you believe that?
They're not on the hook for
They're
much.
not on the hook for much. So, David, if I asked you to be my guarantor, you'd only be on the hook for a full year's rent minus 4 months because I'd be paying that up front.
Yeah.
If I fucked up, you would have to pay all of that rent. 2,800. What's 2,800 times?
10 times 10 is 28,000.
No, times 8.
I don't know that kind of math.
Oh yeah,
Let's do 10 months.
You couldn't do the.
I did 28,000.
All right, fine. We'll do
So
that for simplicity.
minus 5,600.
So yeah, that's not much. You're not on the hook
so
for much,
like
right?
23, 22 something.
Can you believe this
For
motherfucker
22,000?
said that to me?
Yeah, that's
Who do you know that would be like, oh yeah, that's nothing. Let me just be on the hook for that.
yeah. Even people with money is like, nah, motherfucker, that's money.
Do you even have family members that would consider that?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Neither do I, which is what I told him before I gave him the $75. And I know what you're thinking out there, people with nice jobs. It's just $75. Do you know what my rent is? Did we not go over that? Do you know what it's like to rent in New York City? It's desperate times here, okay? He says they're not on the hook for much. I said, if I had someone who would do it, I would have offered that rather than the 4 months.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
I'm not doing that. It's not charity, the form. I wasn't like, I just like you guys. Can I give you more up front? And by the way, I would have roommates. The reason I'm looking for a 4-bedroom is I'm trying to move some people in who will help supplement the payment of the rent. And that's easy peasy in New York. Everyone's looking for a place.
Yeah. You get, most of the times you can have your roommates give you a free ride or a semi-free.
You can have almost a totally free ride.
Yeah,
and by the way, at this place, that's absolutely what would have went down. And then I'd have a nice studio on top of that. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, boo-hoo, you didn't get a free place to live. Everyone in New York does this because this is what New York is like.
Whoever gets in first.
Whoever's in first is
the
living
master,
large.
Yeah, is the master of the castle.
Exactly. They're the leaseholder. So he says, of course, just putting it out there because the landlord is requesting that. So the landlord's requesting the one thing you said the landlord would be cool with? Great. All right. Good. Because of the lack of credit? He says, yeah, he's not going to take it based on the credit, man. Sorry to say. Unless you're able to get a guarantor, it's looking like a lost cause. You can come pick up your deposit if you'd like. I promise, we're about to make Jonathan David pay. David, you're going to help me with that. I said, man, this was basic. All right, so this is where I had fun with the guy. Because this guy, I'm getting my 500 back one way or the other. I mean, I will physically remove the 500 from this guy if that's what it takes. I'll find him. I know everything about him.
You will send your rats after him.
I'm not threatening physical violence to you, Jonathan David. I'm just saying you owe me $500 and I will get the $500 since a lot of people I have told this story to, including you, David, kind of have hinted like, well, how do you know he didn't just run off with your money, like with the receipt thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not smart at all.
That's not smart. So I said, man, this is basically throwing $75 into the garbage since I said I don't have credit or a guarantor up front. What a waste of time. I want this guy to feel bad, but we're not done making him feel bad. He says, I'm sorry you feel that way. I said, I mean, that's why I was interested in being able to talk to the landlord, which of course never happened. I was supposed to do that on Thursday. That didn't happen. He said, I can push for that again. He looks at the application. If it seems like a good fit, he always meets the potential tenant. I said, well, yeah, but you said he was interested in meeting me before I ever left the apartment the other day. While we were there, he said the landlord wanted to meet me. He hadn't looked at an application yet. There was no application. I was just looking at the place to see if I liked it. I said, and that was with knowledge of no credit and no guarantor. The whole point of offering extra money up front was to grease those wheels and prove I can pay. He said, yes, of course, I go only by what I'm told as the middleman, but even with offering money up front, the application wasn't what he wanted to see. I said, well, I know you believe I could pay, because he's told me that. He's like, well, look, I know you're good for it. I said, I know you believe I can pay. Would you want to be my guarantor? I'm asking the guy. Would you want to be my guarantor? You wouldn't be on the hook for much. Oh, shit. Got that motherfucker. You wouldn't be on the hook for much. He says, the landlord wouldn't accept that. Sorry. Really? He wouldn't? He wouldn't accept money from you? I said, oh, thought it could be anyone. Figured if he was a straight shooter, he'd just take money being handed to him. All right, when and where do I get my money back on this total waste of time? And then he gave me the address, which I already had, of course. So here's the deal. Jonathan David, you stole from me. And so now, Pod Awful makes you pay. David, I'm going to have you call Jonathan David. We're going
Please
to
pull up the ad so I can.
Yep,
have a
still got it right
reference.
here. So the address for this place, if you want to go visit it, feel free. 521 Evergreen, Apartment 1. So here's what I want you to do, David. I want you to tell him you saw the ad online.
If he answers.
If he answers, of course, it is Sunday night. Sometimes these people don't answer. Don't worry, we've got more people to make pay.
Yes,
because
sir.
this isn't my first guy who's done this to me. You tell him you're interested in 521 Evergreen. You want to set up an appointment to look at it. But here's the kicker. I want you to tell him you have bad credit and ask if the landlord would be willing to make a deal maybe on that if you were willing to pay a little bit more. Okay?
Yeah.
So basically giving him the same story as me and see what he says about that. See how thirsty he is for 75 goddamn dollars. All right, let's give him a call. This is Jonathan David. If you want his phone number, it's 631-704-3596.
Well, let us call first. Let us call first.
I mean, again, this is all information on the internet. It's fine that I say that. Hashtag gang gang. We're going to bake his potato, they're saying. Hash brown this motherfucker. Inside jokes, guys. Give it a few
Your call has
episodes.
been forwarded to an automatic
All right,
voice
leave a
message
message.
system. 631-704-3596 is
Oh,
not
darn.
available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, my name is Don. Sorry. My name is Don Fernandez. I saw the 4-bedroom, 3-bath at 521 Evergreen, apartment 1. I was just trying to see. I see it's $27.99 for rent. I have a bankruptcy, and I'm just trying to see if we could. I really want to see the apartment, and if we could work out a deal, because I have more than enough money, but due to the bankruptcy, it's been a little rough for me finding an apartment. So, yeah. So when you get a chance, if you could just give me a call back, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right. So, by the way, I will answer if he calls back at any time. We will be answering that, and even if it's tomorrow, I'm going to answer that. I'll respond with a text message or something, and I will. Here's what we're going to do: we're going to send him out to this place and waste his goddamn time the way he wasted mine. He's going to go to what should have been my apartment, 521 Evergreen. Here's how you know it's not going to be. I'm giving you the address. He's going to go to 521 Evergreen. I'm going to send him there, and then I'm going to send him there again and again and again and again and again, over and over, until I feel like my $75 has been paid back to me. Don't worry, I'll keep you updated on this. Now, we've got another person who did the same shit to me, David, and I think I'll actually handle this one. This girl's name is Miriam Prince, and just we've talked about it on the show, but just a few weeks ago, I tried the same thing. She pulled the same shit on me, all for a measly $75.
So I'm sorry. Is this a website where realtors put their ads up and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah. It's just an apartment listing website. It's called Street Easy. It's just for New York City, but it's the best one. It's the best website. But unfortunately, like everything on the internet, it needs a little bullying. Needs a little bit of cyberbullying. Sorry, Miriam might know my voice, so just in case, let's tune it to a different setting. And there we go. Okay.
Hello, this is Miriam.
Oh, hi, Miriam.
Yes.
Sorry, you're just a little hard to hear. I saw your ad on for 4441 Purvis Street. Is that still available?
Yes. Which unit?
Oh my gosh, I didn't write it down.
Oh, it's okay. What size are you interested? A 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom?
2-bedroom. I think it was a 2-bedroom.
Okay. It was probably unit 2009. That's the one that just came back to market.
That sounds very familiar. I think that's it.
Okay. Are you in New York?
I am, yes.
Okay. When are you available to look?
I would be available tomorrow if you could. Do you have any openings tomorrow?
I kind of do like weird hours.
Okay. I'm
So I'm booked
free.
until 3 o'clock, and then I
Okay.
have some time from 3 to 6.
3 to 6. Okay, let's do.
Yeah.
Could you do maybe 4 then?
Yeah, I can. I can do 4 o'clock. Hold on one moment.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like we
what's your
fucking
name?
woke her up.
My name is Cindy.
Cindy. And Cindy, just a couple questions.
Sure.
What move-in day are you listed for?
Oh, sorry, a little hard to hear you again. One more time.
I'm sorry. What move-in date are you looking for?
I'm hoping for the beginning of October, October 1st. I could do 15th, but
Okay. Because we're accepting applications for September 15th, October 1st, and October 15th.
okay. I could maybe make September 15th work, but October 1st is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, we can do October 1st. So the only difference right now is the owner we're down to like the last 15 units available.
Uh-huh.
So the owner's offering 1.5 months free for September 15th move-in.
Oh, wow. Okay, well
He's
then.
doing only
I better-
1 month free for October 1st and
Oh,
15th.
okay. Well, I better make the 15th work then.
Yeah, because basically you're getting a half a month free, you know.
Right.
At least signing, you would only have to pay for half a month. Then get your
Ah.
second month free, and then you wouldn't be paying anything until November.
Gotcha. Okay,
Mhm.
that is good news.
So I also want to remind you that I don't know if you read the whole advertisement, but the prices that are advertised are the net prices
Right, net
with the 1.5 months
effective.
free.
The net
Okay.
effective. Yeah, the gross is what, $44.75 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. Yep, no problem
Okay.
there.
All right, excellent, Cindy. So I put you on my schedule for 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Mhm.
When you get to the building, just let the doorman know you're there to see me because I might be up in the office getting some layout cards.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, great.
All right, excellent. So I'll see you tomorrow, and if you have any questions or whatnot, bring them with you, and we'll go over everything.
Will do. Thank you so much, Miriam.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. You dumb bitch.
Hashtag make them pay. Hashtag make them pay. Hashtag make them pay. Hashtag make them pay.
Come on.
All right. So fuck Miriam.
So
waste
what
her
happened
fucking
with
time.
her?
And by the way, I'm going to keep doing that.
So what happened? So what happened to her? So, she did.
Exact same deal. I tell her up front I don't have
You
credit.
spoke
I'm
to her
like,
on the phone.
By the way, that apartment, you want to fucking blow your mind on that one? The apartment I did with Miriam, not $2,800. No. $4,350 a month. I was going to give them 4 months up front for that. $4,350 a month.
Where the hell was this?
This was in Bushwick, same area.
4350.
4350. Now this was a new construction, had a backyard. It was gigantic. It was beautiful.
Oh, okay.
One of the best apartments I've ever been in.
Okay, so you saw it.
I saw it. Yeah, I went.
Okay.
Yes, I
Yeah.
went there. I told her the whole shit. I gave her $75. She stole it. Here we are. We made her pay. Tomorrow, she's going to go to a building for no reason.
350.
Because here's the thing. If you don't realize this about these people, she's not the one for one building. She's running all around the city all day. So she's going to start calling my number around 4 p.m. tomorrow. Like, hey, Cindy, are you around? And I'm going to be like, I'm almost there. I'm like a minute away. And I'm just going to do that for 2 hours and waste her goddamn time until my $75 has been returned to me in, that kind of equity. So there you go. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this. We'll make some more motherfuckers pay. Maybe Jonathan will give us a call back. Don't think he's off the hook. I'm way more mad at him than I was at Miriam.
I think I had too much color in my voice.
There might have been a little too much color in
Yeah.
your voice. They're probably not going to give you a call back. I was going to warn you about that.
I completely forgot I was just
So we'll be right back after this.
Sit, let the class start. Pot apple is our God now. Black hog rape a retired girl.
Okay, this is Rudy Lewis from Please Don't, let me see, Please Don't Die, what was I supposed to say again?
Please don't die, niggas.
This is Rudy Lewis from Please Don't Die Black Men, and you are listening to Pod Awful. Let me do it that way and say titty sprinkles.
No, say. All right, do it first this way.
I once read in a science magazine in the waiting room at the doctor's office that a low-income individual is more likely to commit suicide. So help keep the gun out of my mouth. Pod Awful is a one-man operation. I do my best to provide hours and hours of free content each month. How can you be a part of the program? It's easy. Go to podawful.com/support. There you will find The Pizza Fund. The Pizza Fund is a subscription-based donation system brought to us by our friends at Patreon. Basically, you give back a little each time we release an episode and help out the cost of making the show. Put in however much you can give, click Become a Patron, and put in your payment info. Each regular episode of Pod Awful released gets a tiny tip from you. It's like handing Daddy a can of Dr. Pepper and saying, cheers. But Jesse, what if you release a bazillion episodes this month? No worries, stupid idiot. You set a monthly limit for how much you can give back. I would never take more than what you can afford. Plus, the Pizza Fund gives you exclusive benefits, like the fan club card, bonus shows that can't be seen anywhere else, early access to content, and much more. And as we get more Pizza Funders, we hit new goals, which will let me make even more awesome content as we grow. Look, you'll probably spend more on coffee or Taco Bell or some bullshit this month. How does the show get better? This is it. The Pizza Fund. And if that's too much commitment for you, we always have the tip jar at podawful.com. If we made you laugh this episode, throw us a tip in the tip jar. You'll probably tip some dumbass waitress more money, and she does a terrible job and could literally be replaced by a monkey. Contribute to the Pizza Fund and have your name added to the list of people who have made Pod Awful possible over the years. podawful.com/support. Hey, it's the Pizza Fund. Oh God!
Hey, stop that noise, boy. Stop
David,
that noise.
we lost internet there for the people watching and listening later, and I'm a little frustrated right now. So you know what that means?
Yeah.
It's time to head over to the Pod Awful mini fridge.
Sweet thing. You know
That's
you love
right.
it. You know
Ladies and
you love
gentlemen, today's show is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Remember, Dr. Pepper, it's
Drink
the,
it.
I gotta get rid of this. I just realized all the logos are wrong for that. No, God, what are you doing? All right, Jesus Christ. Everything's falling to shit. The only thing that's going to save this is if Daddy drinks his medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Pepper, it's my favorite drink, and it's also the sponsor of our show.
Yes.
You can help us out by helping out Dr. Pepper. Go to our iTunes page, podawful.com/iTunes, and spread the good word of Dr. Pepper. Say something nice about Dr. Pepper over on our iTunes page. Leave a 5-star rating. Don't mention Pod Awful at all. Say nothing about me. This is all about Dr. Pepper. It's all we care about. And say something nice on our iTunes page about Dr. Pepper. David's got his can over there. We're good and ready.
Delicious. I'm just
Pod Awful
waiting.
mini fridge. Here we go.
Waiting
On the
for
count of
countdown,
3.
yeah.
1, 2, 3. And drink them.
Here comes my diabetes.
Now that is a tasty beverage. Pulp Fiction. All right, so, oh God, sorry. All of our audio stuff is screwing up. All our video stuff is screwing up. And we lost the internet there for a second. I'm really frazzled right now. I apologize, but even more reason to join
I know
Pizza Fund.
I really know you have an issue. You just said frazzled. That's such a...
That does sound like a girl word, doesn't it? Yeah, I sound like a fucking bitch right now.
Yeah. It's okay, Cindy.
Yeah.
Cindy might have leaked in just a little too much. Hi, Miriam. Miriam, see you tomorrow at 3 or 4 or whenever. It doesn't really matter. I won't be there. You dumbass.
And now every woman that walks down the street, she's just gonna look at like, is that Miriam? I mean, is that Cindy? Is that
yeah,
Cindy?
she's gonna have a Cindy actually call her up wanting to move into that place, and they're gonna be like, I don't know. I've been burned by Cindy 15 times in a week before, because that's how many times I plan to do this to you. All right, so I've got my daddy juice in. Wait, what? No, don't ever call it that.
Yeah, please.
I've got daddy's medicine back in my bones. Remember, leave that review for Dr. Pepper, podawful.com/iTunes. With all of this stuff screwing up, obviously we need more powerful equipment here. Now that we're on the network, guys, we got to be a part of the network, and we got to look good for the people out there.
We're gonna have to change our shirts.
You got to join that Patreon, podawful.com/support. And apologies to the audio listeners. We played a video that I don't usually play in the show where, I don't know, some Cambodian kids or some kids all across the world, we paid money for them to say, Pod Awful is our god now. Blake Hogue raped a retarded girl. And I didn't realize how much of that video was totally silent. So apologies to you guys for that long moment. Although now I got to edit the show. I guess that, you know what? I'm editing that out and what I just said.
Yes.
Except for the video people. Fuck the video people. You're watching all of this. So, all right. I learned this from Maddox. They edit their show. So here, now we edit and... So if you don't know who Blake Hogue is, by the way, it's kind of interesting because while talking about that rape thing in the New York comedy scene, while I'm totally against the idea of calling out that guy when no one's gone to the police about it, when there's no proof that he did it, and now his name is being spread out there that he is a rapist. I'm totally against that. And yet this Blake Hogue guy, David, you and I personally, we ran him out of L.A., with our show because of his accusations of being a rapist. And it turns out Maddox actually knows that guy. He knew him because Maddox is in L.A. and he knew about him getting run out of town. What he didn't know is Pod Awful did it. We ran him out of L.A. When I told him that, his mind was like, what? You did that? I'm like, I think we're a part of it, yeah.
Yeah, a big part of it.
A big part of it. So, and it's so big that even Cambodian kids all across the world are saying that he raped a retard. But it was different with him, David. It was different with him because we had proof that he was up to no good. We had a whole chat log where he's trying to rape a retarded girl. I mean, that is true. That happened. So it's very different because we got nothing for this guy in New York. We got nothing. And that's why I refuse to say his name. We said it on Maddox's show. Fine, that's his show. I'm not saying his name on this one. I don't know that he did it. I'm not going to be that guy.
You're not going to be that guy? It's like I have conversations with people about... It seems like I talk about rape too much with too many women. And it's one of the things that, you know... There's studies when they say it's like only 2% of false rape accusations, and I'm like, but how is that counted?
We went over all this exactly. Yeah. How's that? I asked that on Maddox's show. We went over all the stats. I was like, how do you know how many people don't report if they're not reporting?
But my whole thing is like, I mean, I do agree with going to the police, but I mean, a lot of depending on this, everyone feels different about it, and it's just like. It's like, just don't do it. How about that? Like, I think that's the main thing, guys. Like, guys, don't do it.
Never have sex. Guys, don't have sex ever. You might get accused of something.
No. I'm saying
guys, everyone turn gay.
No. That's, well, yeah, all men should turn gay except me. So then I can have some women to play with. Thank you. So I can have some fun.
Hey, guys, guess who the rapist is?
No, but I think one of the main issues is like, and I pointed out before, I don't really drink. So I've been I've gone out hung out with women who are like very intoxicated, and they're like, yes, sometimes they're fawning over me and like, oh, let's, trying to kiss me, and I'm like, no, because you know what, in my head I'm just like,
okay, you're bragging. We get it. Women love you. They want to kiss you.
I'm just saying. I just want to make sure that nothing happens, and then later on I feel responsible, or they come back and say David touched me inappropriately or whatever.
Oh,
My brother was fired for that, but just. He put his arm around the woman at work, and then they fired him.
Everybody thinks that like rape itself is so prevalent, but I'll tell you what's way more prevalent: guys getting in trouble for shit that was probably just misconstrued, probably just an awkward social boundary.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that 100%. Yeah. The whole rape thing is just like,
guys, rape's not real; it's a myth. All right, look it up.
I don't know if that's true.
Look it up.
I don't
look it up.
No,
look it up.
I don't have.
That's
my
what
phone.
guys. David's saying not real. Ask his brother. His brother got accused of it.
My brother.
No, David.
We can't ask him.
We cannot.
My brother's dead.
Your brother died from a lynch mob that went after him for this rape crime.
That's not true.
And here's what David's trying to tell
That
you
is not
guys:
true, people.
dead men tell no tales. Number one.
That is very true.
But two, rape is not real, and you cannot discount. You cannot discount.
This dude here.
You can't discount his experiences for it. I mean, David, if someone experienced this, then it must happen all the time. Because that's what the women say. All right, so
sad.
Here. All right, look. I don't want to talk about this whole thing and reiterate the whole point, and I'm not even that interested in it. But what I am interested in is today I found an article. Now, part of this big deal, and the reason I got kicked off of Facebook is because of fights I was having on the comedian Kurt Metzger's Facebook wall.
Yeah, he got fired, right? I heard.
Well, it's a gray area, but the whole thing is that he was being loud and obnoxious, which is all he does on Facebook. And sound like anybody you know, and about this whole rape thing and saying that you got to go to police. His whole point was just you got to go to police. And of course, feminists took that and made that he hates rape victims. I'm sorry, rape survivors.
He also said that people at UCB should get paid. I think.
He does hate UCB. He's got a vendetta. But he hates rape survivors. And by the way, one of the things I got banned for on Facebook was I posted a post saying, rape survivors is kind of a stupid term because you don't die from rape. You don't survive it. It's not like cancer.
But people are killed while being raped.
They're not killed from the rape unless you're a goddamn baby and you got raped like where the guy's dick split you in half or something. No one dies from the rape part. They die from the violence around it. But Jesse, rape is a crime. It's an act of violence. It's not an act of sexuality. Yeah, well, it's the kind of violence where you come. So, explain that one. All right, feminists? Oh God. No, it has nothing to do with sex. Nothing to do with it. Sex has no part of rape. It's just the kind of punching, it's like punching and kicking and coming. Same thing. All the same. Even the victims sometimes, and again, this is not against rape victims. I hate the idea that people are raped, I promise. But even the victims, like sometimes just because of actual physical natural reactions, they'll have an orgasm during a rape. So, but violence. It's only violence and there's no sexuality involved there. It has nothing to do with sex. It's just it's the kind of violence that a perpetrator can commit that will cause you to have an orgasm and maybe squirt. I think that's fair to say. So there you go. I'm not saying rape is good.
Jesse.
I'm just saying you're not a survivor of it. You're a victim of it. And that's what they don't want, is they don't want to be made a victim.
Yeah.
They don't want to sound victimized. And yet all they do is forever victimize themselves publicly. And that's why we have this whole situation, because it's better to have a lynch mob than to have police on the case. You know who's really going to take care of this problem? UCB. God. Anyway, so Kurt Metzger, he said shit like that, probably. I don't remember. And then he got in trouble, and everybody, because he worked on Amy Schumer's show, that fucking pig, writing for her garbage television show. He's a funny guy, but Jesus Christ, her show and they're terrible. So everybody's going to Amy Schumer going, because they keep calling him Amy Schumer writer Kurt Metzger, Amy Schumer's little pet Kurt Metzger, Amy Schumer's locked in a cage boyfriend Kurt Metzger. They're not actually dating, but they keep saying that, so everyone wants to know what Amy Schumer says. She says he doesn't even work for me. Then people are like, well, didn't he write on the show? Is he fired? What's the deal? The whole thing. So now Amy Schumer's involved, and now she's out there making comments about rape, all this stuff. And yet I find an article today. This is a real article. This is from May 5th, 2014. And it's, wait a second, did Amy Schumer rape a guy? So let's point out the hypocrisy here, people. I just want to show you both sides of the coin. That's all. Wait a second. Did Amy Schumer rape a guy? Now, this is something that Amy Schumer herself said. I'm going to summarize the article here for people by just reading what she said. She said, finally, the door opens. She's giving a speech, and she says this. She's telling this story to a crowd. And she says, finally, the door opens. It's Matt, but not really. He's there, but not really. His face is kind of distorted, and his eyes seem like he can't focus on me. He's actually trying to see me from the side, like a shark. Hey, he yells too loud, gives me a hug too hard. He's fucking wasted. And then guess what she does, David? I'll give you a guess. What does she do with a guy who can't consent, according to anybody who ever talks about rape? You can't consent when you're drunk, right? So what do you think she says? All right, I better back out of this situation and not be a part of this. I shouldn't try to sleep with this fella. You think she does the responsible thing?
I would guess so.
Wrong, 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 no, dumb, and wrong. Let's read on. She says, his fingers poked inside me like they had lost their keys in there, and then came the sex, and I use that word very loosely, loosely like her vagina. I use that word very loosely. His penis was so soft, it felt like one of those de-stress things that slips from your hand. Okay, so she's admitting the guy wasn't even hard. He's drunk. And she's fucking him. And she said before that, the whole point of this story is how desperate she was for people to like her, for guys to like her, and to have sex with dudes. Amy Schumer, ladies and gentlemen, Amy Schumer is a rapist. Congratulations, Amy, you dummy. You fucking goober.
Was this a skit she was doing?
No, this happened. This is a real life story.
This happened to her.
This is her telling a story to let people know, like, oh, God, the life I lead, huh? Amy Schumer, rapist, all right? Every headline, Kurt Metzger says a bad thing on Facebook, not even actually bad, says something misconstrued as a bad thing on Facebook. 1 million headlines. One headline for the fact that Amy Schumer actually raped a guy. Let's put the shoe on the other foot here. Let's call her Adam Schumer, Mr. Schumer. Mr. Schumer goes to her friend's apartment, and she's drunk, and he fucks her, and gosh, her pussy was real tight, and he could barely even get in there, but he managed. Do you think Mr. Schumer gets away with that scenario?
No.
Is there ever a day where that would happen?
But men are way more or less likely to report rape, even if it's by a man or by a woman.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, all of the stats that they tell you about rapes report and all of that, it's only for women. They do not even bother with the stats when it comes to men, and more men are raped.
Yeah, a lot of men are raped. If they told me 2% of rape is not reported, I would figure it's 2% of are men, because men get raped a lot in different ways, in households and jail. Like, I don't know. I just
sometimes by men, sometimes by women. Yeah. Imagine the shoe on the other foot. This guy was raped. He was raped by Amy Schumer, which, very sorry. Hey, man, if you're out there and you can hear this, God, I feel bad for you, dude. I know. You didn't know better because you were drunk.
Amy, you could touch me.
It's not your fault. Listen, fella, it's not your fault. She's a monster, and she was out to destroy.
She's a beautiful woman.
She's a rapist. See, this is my point.
She's a
You can't even get it
beautiful-
in your head that she raped a guy and you're calling her beautiful.
Yeah, she's
do you
pretty.
think the UCB guy is a handsome fella?
I don't know what he looks like.
Do you think he's a nice guy?
I don't know what I've never been around him.
You've never been around Amy Schumer. She's a rapist. I'm sorry, people don't generally defend someone's looks when they're a rapist, David.
That's very true.
All right, so
I should
this is...
I should stop justifying her looks, making her a nice person.
And also, you're objectifying her.
I
You're
am.
kind
I'm
of a
sorry.
shitlord for that.
I'm
So
sorry.
where are
I'm
the
sorry,
headlines?
guys.
Where are the headlines? Every headline was...
But it's also by anonymous.
Every
Who's the
headline
anonymous person?
headline was Amy Schumer's writer Kurt Metzger said a thing. Amy Schumer's friend Kurt Metzger. Where's the former Kurt Metzger boss Amy Schumer is a rapist headline? You know? Where is the Kurt Metzger caretaker Amy Schumer calls Kettle black, then rapes Kettle headline? Where is it? She's a fucking rapist. Unless she made up that
but
story.
But it
She
says
made
by
up the story.
anonymous. Who's anonymous?
Doesn't matter. She said this stuff. It's on record that she said
Thought
it.
catalog. Is
They're
that
just-
a real publication?
The website and the author don't matter. It's
Of
on
course
record.
it matters.
It doesn't matter because he's quoting her. It's on record what she said. This
okay.
isn't a private conversation. She gave a speech and said these things.
Oh, okay,
so
she gave a
if
speech,
she
okay.
made this up, it's a story, and she didn't realize what she was saying. Okay, maybe. Do you think that's what happened? And by the way, that also makes you a liar, and all comedians are.
Yeah.
Stand-up comics are liars. And David, I know you're a stand-up comic, but it's a terrible profession, and you're a terrible people. You're a group of liars, and it's disgusting.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You called me a rat king earlier, so just kidding.
It's totally fine. You know
I'm
nothing
also
about
mad
it.
at comics right now because like the Facebook fight I got into, they kept mistaking me for being a stand-up comic in it, and they kept going, "Oh, I bet you're like some 2-bit open micer." Which, by the way, all comedians do open mics. I don't understand why that's a fucking insult, but fine. No. I would never deign to be. You know what I do? I roll out of bed into this chair, and I don't get paid in drink tickets. I get paid in money. All right? Join that pizza fund for the love of God. I need my $75 back, please. Leave a tip in the tip jar. Donate. Podawful.com/donate. I will starve without you people. I'm serious. All right, Amy Schumer, fucking rapist. Spread the word. Share that article. It's on my Facebook. I'll also post it in our Facebook group. If you're a new listener, join our Facebook group, podawful.com/group. I know what the new people might be thinking. Oh, I'm not into Facebook. I've got one, but I don't really use it. You know, because you got one. You got one. You got a Facebook. But people are like, I don't really like it. You got one. Join Facebook. Friend me on it. Join our group. You'll love Facebook. I make Facebook fucking entertaining. I don't get banned for nothing. Trust me. If you were a party to watching the Facebook fight that happened, you were getting free entertainment.
Did you screenshot all of it? No.
I screenshotted some of it, but I don't have access to it because I lost my account, but it's in there. I've got it. Once I get the account back, I'll have the screenshot. Actually, you know what? I can get them now. I'll post those in the group. There's incentive to join the group. The show never ends on Facebook. Facebook.com/groups/podawful something. I don't know what our fucking thing is. Podawful.com/group. I should have known that while plugging it, right? Podawful.com/group. Join our group. It's a lot of fun. All the super fans that are in there. We're always up to no good. I'm always screenshotting. The show never ends. It's so much fun. And David ignores all of it, but you can still friend him on Facebook. Where can they friend you?
David R-E-Y Martinez. David Ray Martinez.
Do you have any plugs or anything you want to do? Really think about that.
Okay, I have a show tomorrow at I'm hosting at Parkside Lounge tomorrow at 7 o'clock. It's an open mic. 2-bit open micer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hosting 2-bit open micers. And then Thursday.
Yeah, which is worse, the open micer or the guy that hosts it?
I think all of us.
That's my whole point. I did not want to be included in that group.
Yeah, and then on Thursday, I'm hosting also at Parkside Lounge. It's more of a feature set. I think there's a couple open micers who can come through. Saturday, I'm at the Pit At 7:30, doing Off Top. And then at 9:30, there's another show. Forget the name of it. So I'll be at the pit basically all night on.
All right, there you go.
Saturday.
I'm going to have to edit out all these plugs from the show.
Dirty bitch.
What else? So I will keep you up to date if we get a call back from Jonathan, Miriam. I'm going to keep her on the fucking hook forever. I will make these people pay. I want to thank the listeners who, while we were losing internet and down, they were calling in, messaging the shit out of me.
Thank you, guys.
To let me know that the show was off. They didn't realize we were offline. I couldn't see any of that. But we had Chewy called in on Skype and let me know. So thanks, guys, for doing that. You know what? I just realized.
Whatever.
I don't know if the phones might have been off this whole episode. Oh
Good
my
job.
god, idiot. Anyway, well, Skype was open. Anyway, so next time, you can, by the way, when the show is off, you can leave a voicemail.
Yeah, please.
480-38-AWFUL is our phone number. Remember it, 480-38-AWFUL. In fact, program it into your phone. Here's what I'd say to do. Program 480-38-AWFUL into your phone.
Good idea.
Have it there at any time. If
Type in
something
Pod
you
Awful.
come up with something, you want to know something, whatever it is, you have I will answer questions. I will accept criticism. Whatever, anything you want to say and you want it heard on the show, leave the voicemail anytime when the show is not live, and we will make that happen for you. All right, that's it. Dr. Pepper, iTunes, Pizza Fund. All that shit. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't know. Buy T-shirts. I'm getting rid of the T-shirts this week. So they're in our store, podawful.com/store.
Yeah, we need to get some. We need to take some pictures, man.
Take some pictures? What are you talking about?
Get some dope shirts, man. We need to get on some dope shirts, yeah.
All right, I'll cut that out too. So... Boy. All right, we'll be live again on Wednesday with our show Cringe vs. Cringe. That was a coincidence. Cringe vs. Cringe, live Wednesday. Join us then, podawful.tv. Podawful.tv is where you watch the show live, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York time, folks.
Who was on last week?
Who cares? The show's over. Goddamn, David. Bye. Have an awful day.
Thanks, pod people. Head over to podawful.com/iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern at podawful.tv. Love the show? Keep it going by donating to the Pizza Fund. podawful.com/support. Help keep Jesse from finally ending it all. The show never ends on Facebook. Join our group at podawful.com/group. Watch all our videos on YouTube. Subscribe at youtube.com/podawful. Hey, stupid girls! We're on all your favorite social media platforms. The name is always Pod Awful. See you on Instagram or whatever. And anything else you need is at podawful.com.